And welcome in, everyone. Steve Lennox, Lennox on Baseball live stream podcast as we recap day number 41 of the Major League Baseball season. After today's games are complete today and tonight, a lot of day baseball around the ballparks on this Wednesday. We'll be 6 weeks in to the Major League Baseball regular season. We will really start looking at the standings. They say the quarter pole, Memorial Day. We'll do that. But things are very interesting right now, almost 6 weeks in to the Major League Baseball regular season. Our next card up, and that's baseball before we recap day number 41 of the MLB baseball season. We've been unveiling new baseball cards from a 2023 pack of Topps baseball cards. We've had, recapping again, Adley Rutschman, Aaron Judge. I'm still kind of baffled and smile on my face the fact that Rutschman and Judge were our first two cards. So 8 in, 8 to go in the pack of 16, and card number 9 for us, Stars of MLB and Fernando Tatis Jr. Pretty good looking card. A little bit different than the normal cards in the series. So, again, smile on the face in terms of, a quality card here. I was wondering, again, starting with Rutschman and starting with Aaron Judge, okay, where does it go from there? So, Fernando Tatis, again, they dub it as the Stars of MLB. Fernando Tatis Jr., card number 9 of 16. We'll continue doing that. That's baseball. Done this a lot of different ways, and sometimes just, a couple of sentences on a topic. The other day, did some, scenarios of, how things play out in a game. Ball hits you right on the left side of the infield. You're a runner at second base. Don't just take off for third and get tagged out. Saw that with Harrison Bader the other night, and replay showed that Bader was likely safe. But again, even a guy with speed like Harrison Bader, you just don't do that. So today, that's baseball segment. It kind of wrote itself yesterday because we're in early May, and on the internet, 27 hours a day. That's hyperbole. But yesterday, there it was, Tuesday afternoon. Headline that begged for me to click on it. I didn't. One less click, right? But the headline was right there. Early May, headline, speculation. You could say really right on time, because some fan bases right now are antsy. So what do? You think about the fact that, and the headline was, 4 managers most likely to be fired this season. There are some fan bases out there right now, get rid of the manager. That's going to cure all. Again, I didn't click on it. So I don't know who those 4 managers were that this particular online article were suggesting to be given the axe right now. I do think we're going to see at least one team, maybe even 2. By July 1, one organization is going to say they need a new voice. One organization is going to say we need to go in another direction. I'm just not going to be one of those people to call for a manager to be fired. I've never done it, not going to do it. But remember, managers are hired to be fired, and that's baseball. Let's recap day number 41 of the Major League Baseball regular season. Blue Jays, Phillies in Philadelphia. One of a couple 2-game series midweek around baseball this week. Bryce Harper, 3-hit game. Harper capped off the Phillies' 5-run 4th inning grand slam. That put the Phillies on top 8-0. They go on, ring the bell with a 10-1 victory against the Blue Jays at Citizens Bank Park. Harper's 2nd grand slam of the season, 8th of his career. Cody Clemens, he's kind of gone back and forth, minor leagues to major leagues. He's going to likely be up if he produces at the big league level, with Trey Turner expected to miss about 6 weeks with a hamstring issue. But Cody Clemens can play a couple different positions. At the plate, 2 for 4, triple, home run, and 4 runs batted in. Christopher Sanchez, 1 run allowed, over 7. He picked up the win, his 2nd on the year. Phillies continue to roll, updating it almost daily. They extend their win streak to 7 in a row. Overall, 11 straight games, 11 straight wins at home, and now 18-3 over their last 21. They'll wrap up that brief series with the Blue Jays at Citizens Bank Park on Wednesday. Red Sox Braves, again, first of 2 in Atlanta between the two teams. 2-2 ball game going to the bottom of the 8th inning. Marcell Ozuna decided to deliver the run-scoring single that put the Braves in front. They added one more run in that 8th inning. Braves win 4-2 over the Red Sox, take the opener. Ozuna now leading Major League Baseball with 34 runs batted in on the season. Jared Kelenic early on getting the Braves on the board first. Kelenic, a 2-run home run. That in the 3rd inning Kelenich's first home run with the Atlanta Braves. Red Sox, plenty of opportunities against Atlanta pitching, but just did not come through. Left 13 runners on base, 1 for 14 with runners in scoring position. Cutter Crawford turning in another quality outing for the Red Sox. He's becoming consistent in that way. He went 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, and ended up with a no decision. Again, that's just a brief 2-game series between the Red Sox and the Braves. The pitching matchup later tonight. Nick Pivetta, first start since early April, just his 3rd start of the season. Got off to a strong start with his first 2 outings of the season. Pivetta is back and hopefully to stay in that Red Sox rotation. And if he pitches as well as he did the first 2 starts of the season, late March, early April, then that's a real shot in the arm for the Red Sox. So it's Pivetta tonight for the Red Sox, and former Boston Red Sox pitcher Chris Sale going. Sale, of course, traded from Boston to Atlanta during the offseason for Vaughn Grissom, who was trying to get going here as he was on the injured list to open up the season. In Pittsburgh, Angels, huge nights from Patrick Sandoval on the mound and from Kevin Pillar at the plate. Angels behind Sandoval and a couple of relievers, blanking the Pirates 9-0. So that series is now even at victory. 7 shutout innings, gave up just 3 hits, walked 1, struck out 7. Pillar at the plate, double, 2 home runs, and 6 runs batted in. Pillar, 3-run shot in the 4th inning to make it 3-0. Solo shot in the 7th, added an RBI double in the 8th inning. Logan O'Hoppe for the Angels had 4 hits and collected a pair of runs batted in. Pirates are scuffling right now, and they have been for a while. They've dropped 3 in a row overall and 5 of their last 6. Beltway series underway Tuesday in Washington, D.C. Nationals coming away with a 3-0 shutout win against the Orioles in that series opener. Trevor Williams, another 5-inning outing. Trevor Williams, another scoreless outing as well. Matched a career high with 8 strikeouts. Williams with the win now 4-0, and he's pitching to a 1.96 ERA. Gave up a ton of home runs last year. So far has kept the ball in the ballpark. And Nationals are 6-1 over his first 7 starts of the season. 4 different Washington relievers working a scoreless inning to help preserve the shutout win, the 4th shutout of the season for Nationals pitching. Nationals are running the 2nd, 2 in the 7th inning. All 3 runs charged to the record of losing pitcher Corbin Burns. Nationals, how about this one? They're going to be a pest, all right? But they're now playing winning baseball. Nationals with the win on Tuesday night, a game over 500 for the first time since July of 2021. So a game over 500 for the first time since July of 2021. That's both easy and hard to believe at the same time. But they're getting the job done. They're doing a lot of things, including stealing bases. They had 4 more last night, 61 on the season, and that leads Major League Baseball. Over 29,000 in attendance for Tuesday's game. Yes, playing the Orioles, but 29,000 plus in our nation's capital for the first game of the Beltway series, and that is certainly terrific to see. Time of the game, by the way, last night, they weren't around for long, 2 hours and 19 minutes. A different guy. That's the way it is. A different guy every single day, every single night for the Dodgers, and understandable, right? Well, Tuesday night, Max Muncy, grand slam in the 1st inning, 6 of his career. Gavin Lux capped the Dodgers' 4-run 3rd inning with a home run to make it 8-1, and the Dodgers beat the Marlins 8-2. Yoshinobu Yamamoto, terrific. Longest stint on the mound, 8 innings, 5 hits, 2 earned runs, no walks, and 5 strikeouts. Yamamoto giving up solo home runs to Jazz Chisholm and Brian De La Cruz. Dodgers have now won 6 in a row and 13-2 over their last 15 games. Yankees continue their dominance this season against the Houston Astros. Yankees in the opener of that 3-game series, winning 10-3 at the great big ballpark in the Bronx. Yankees now 5-0 this season against Houston. Yankees roughing up Justin Verlander, gave up 7 runs over 5 innings. Alex Verdugo touched up Verlander for a 3-run home run that early on in the 1st inning. He also added an RBI in the 4th inning. Anthony Volpe, Giancarlo Stanton also going deep against Verlander. Luis Gil, 1 run allowed over 6 for his third win on the season. Yankees sort of quiet right now. You think Dodgers, you think Phillies. The Yankees are just sort of right there. Still looking up at the Orioles in the AL East standings. Yes, I threw it out there before Memorial Day with a look at the standings, but the Yankees just sort of quiet right now. White Sox Rays, simple enough. The Rays have worn their new City Connect uniforms 5 straight games, and now they have 5 straight victories. Tuesday night at the Trop, Rays beat the White Sox 5-1. Isaac Paredes, 3 base hits, including a solo home run. That came in the 6th inning for the Rays, who are back to playing winning baseball. Randy Arozarena also homering. That home run for Arozarena in the 3rd inning, his 6th on the year. Zach Eflin gave up just a run over 7. Eflin 2-4 with the victory. It's his first win since early April, and the White Sox now 8 wins, 28 losses through their first 36 games on the season. First series of the season between the Giants and Rockies. They got underway at Coors Field on Tuesday night. Giants blanking the Rockies 5-0. Rockies shut out for the 2nd time in 3 games for the 6th time this season. Rockies have dropped 3 in a row and 8 of 9. Kyle Harrison, 7 scoreless for the Giants. He picks up the win to improve to 3-1. He gave up just 4 hits, all singles, walked 2, and struck out a pair as well. Jung-Hoo Lee, 3 hits for the Giants, and the 3rd shutout of the season for San Francisco pitching. Lots of scoring, especially early on between the Tigers and Guardians as they continued their series in Cleveland on Tuesday night. Tigers, Andy Ibanez. It's Ibanez, it's Riley Green. They seem to lead off the game with a home run just about every single game. But Ibanez started off a great night at the plate. Home run in the 1st to get things going. Guardians got 2 in the home 1st inning. Ibanez, 2nd home run in 2 innings with a 2-run shot in the 2nd. That gave the Tigers a 5-2 lead. Josh Naylor capping a 5-run 2nd for the Guardians with a 2-run home run. Guardians on top, 7-5 through the first 2. Tigers tied the game at 7 with a 2-run 3rd. Went in front for good with a single run in the 4th inning, and then they added 3 more runs later on for good measure. Tigers, 15 hits, ended up evening up that series at a game apiece with an 11-7 victory against the Guardians in Cleveland. Ibanez, 4 for 4, double, 2 home runs, 4 RBIs, 4 runs scored in the leadoff spot. Both starters, Kenta Maeda for the Tigers and Logan Allen for the Guardians. 7 earned runs allowed to both of their records, and both taking no decisions. 4 Detroit relievers combining for 7 scoreless innings. Jose Ramirez, 3 hits, 2 RBIs in the loss for the Guardians. And with the win, the Tigers avoid a 5th straight loss. Diamondbacks and Reds, first of 3 in Cincinnati. Diamondbacks never trailed, took the opener 6-2. Up 2-0 going to the top of the 7th inning. Arizona, 4 runs in the frame to go up 6-0. Corbin Carroll still trying to get going and get on track. He picked up an RBI with a ground out in the 3rd. Carroll RBI single to make it 2-0. That in the 5th inning. And then a 3-run home run in the 7th inning. That made it 5-0. Ketel Marte followed Carroll's home run. They went back-to-back, and that made it 6-0 at that point in the game. Zach Gallen, 6 scoreless, picking up the win, his 4th on the year. Gallen gave up just 1 base hit, a leadoff single in the 2nd to Jake Fraley. He walked 3, struck out 6. Reds have dropped 6 in a row overall and 5 straight at home in Cincinnati. Brewers, 3 runs in the top of the 9th inning, came from behind and beat the Royals 6-5 at Kauffman Stadium. That series even at a game apiece. Willy Adames, one of the real role players for the Brewers, came through. 2-out, 3-run home run. That off reliever, James McArthur. McArthur tagged for his 3rd blown save of the season. He had retired the first 2 batters of the top of the 9th inning. 1 out away from securing the victory for the Royals. Did not happen. Ran into trouble. Adames touched him up for the home run. Rhys Hoskins, Joey Ortiz, back-to-back home runs early on against Seth Lugo. Lugo actually was in line for the victory. He takes a no decision. Lugo has pitched very well so far this season, pitched well again in the start for Kansas City on Tuesday. Vinny Pasquantino, 3 hits, 3 RBIs in the loss for the Royals as well. Mariners and Twins tied at 6 going to the top of the 9th inning. Mariners put up a 4 spot, ended up winning 10-6. 2 losses in the last 3 games now for the Minnesota Twins, including the loss on Sunday to the Red Sox that snapped a 12-game win streak. Series even at 1-1, 2 more to go. Cal Raleigh pinch hit grand slam in the 7th inning, and that put the Mariners up 6-4 at that point. 7 Seattle pitchers. 7 pitchers used last night by the Mariners in Minnesota. They combined to strike out just 4 batters total. Twins putting the ball in play. Ryan Jeffers, a couple of base hits, including a 3-run home run in the loss in that game. Go Cubs, go. Michael Busch, the hero of the night at Wrigley Tuesday night. Busch connecting, game-winning home run, bottom of the ninth inning. Cubs beat the Padres 3-2. Cody Bellinger back for the Cubs. He had a solo home run in the 4th inning. Jerks and Profar put the Padres up by a run, 2-run home run in the 8th inning. Profar continues to come through in a big way for the Padres early on in the season, almost 6 weeks in. Shota Imanaga struck out 8, gave up 2 runs over 7, took a no decision, but the Cubs are now 7-0 in his first 7 big league starts. Mets came from 3 runs down in the end, able to hold on for a 7-5 victory against the Cardinals at Busch Stadium. Mets have taken the first 2 games of that series, a chance for a series sweep on Wednesday. Cardinals, 3 home runs in the loss. This one interesting. In the 9th inning, Pete Alonso, a little insurance with a home run, his 9th on the year. Cardinals got 3 runs in the first inning against Mets starter Jose Butto. Brandon Nimmo tied the game at 3 with a 3-run home run in the 5th inning. 2nd of the series, 5th of the season for Brandon Nimmo. Pete Alonso, double home run, 3 RBIs. Alonso, 2-run double in that big 5th inning for the Mets. That gave him a 5-3 lead at the point in time. Again, Alonso, solo home run in the 9th inning, providing a little insurance. Edwin Diaz was not going to pitch for a 3rd straight game for the Mets, so Adam Ottavino got the save opportunity. Ottavino gave up a solo home run with 1 out to Lars Nootbaar, then gave up a walk and a hit before he got the final 2 outs of the ballgame. Ottavino struck out Paul Goldschmidt. What happened to Paul Goldschmidt? What has happened to Paul Goldschmidt? Someone's got to put a finger on that one and figure it out. Paul Goldschmidt's too good of a hitter to be in the slump that he is right now. But Goldschmidt struck out in the 9th inning with 2 on. Big bat up at the plate. Think he can do some damage. Instead, he struck out. And then Ottavino got Alec Burleson to strike out to end the game. Goldschmidt did strike out with the bases loaded as well. That in the 7th inning to end the inning. Goldschmidt went 0 for 5 with 3 strikeouts. Now hitless in his last 24 at-bats. And in that 7th inning, Arenado also was retired with the bases loaded as well. All right, season high, 6 straight wins and now 3 straight losses for the Oakland A's. Up and down, up and down. Still like to fight in this A's ball club. And in Mark Kotsay, you and I should trust. Rangers, 19 hits, 15-8 victory against the A's in Oakland on Tuesday. Rangers now up 2-0 in the series. Rangers basically turning out the lights on the A's in the 2nd inning. They sent 16 batters to the plate. All said and done, Rangers, 10 runs on 9 base hits, 3 different Texas Ranger hitters in that inning with 2 hits apiece. Marcus Semien, 4 for 5 double home run. He knocked in 5 runs. Home run led off the game, his 2nd leadoff home run this season, and the 27th of his big league career. Jonah Heim, 4 for 4, 4 singles. Heim, a couple of RBIs, and 3 runs scored as well. Ross Stripling charged with 11 runs, just 5 earned. Well, 5 is a big number. Stripling gave up 10 hits over his outing that lasted an inning and 2/3. A's did score 6 runs from the 6th inning on, so again, showing that fight. But the Rangers, again, have taken the first 2 games of that series, have won a season-high 4 in a row. Double dip between the Rangers and the A's on Wednesday. Still trying to figure out why that is, but they'll play 2. And Mr. Leiter, Jack Leiter, is scheduled to make the start in the nightcap of that twin bill for the Rangers. That is a wrap on day number 41 of the Major League Baseball regular season. As always, Sugar's Random Thoughts presented by the Yellow Rose of Talbot Bed and Breakfast in Easton, Maryland. If you are considering a stay on the beautiful Maryland Eastern Shore this spring, summer, or fall, consider a stay at the Yellow Rose of Talbot B&B. Tell my sister Tammy, my brother-in-law Kenneth, that I sent you their way. I love that closers come out with their songs, their light shows, the bells and whistles. Remember, it's all about the kids. It's actually been happening a lot longer than you or I may realize. I do reserve the right to draw the line now. 6th and 7th inning relievers, they don't get the same treatment, in my view. Okay, so light show, music, Hell's Bells, all those years ago. Mariano Rivera, of course, with the Enter Sandman. The 6th and 7th inning guys, they don't get that treatment. I still do, though, miss relievers coming in those little bullpen carts or in cars from the bullpens behind the outfield walls. Here's one for you. I love doing this. When was the last time you heard this name? When was the last time you heard the name Jose Cruz, and we'll say senior because junior also played in the big leagues? Cheo, the nickname for Jose Cruz Sr. 19 seasons in the big leagues. His first 5 with the Cardinals, 13 seasons with the Astros, and his final season in 1988 with the New York Yankees. Jose Cruz Sr., postseason 3 times with the Astros, 80, 81, and again in 86 when they lost in the National League Championship Series in 6 games to the New York Mets. Jose Cruz Sr. finished 3rd in the NL MVP voting in 1980. Gary Carter 2nd. Mike Schmidt of the Phillies was MVP in 1980. Jose Cruz Sr., 165 career home runs. Most against any pitcher, Bert Hooton with 5. Jose Cruz Sr. When was the last time you heard that name? That is a wrap on day number 41 of the 2024 Major League Baseball season. Lots of day baseball around the big league parks on Wednesday. A lot of series wrapping up, especially those 2-game series, including the Red Sox and Braves, who will wrap up in Atlanta. Again, that pitching matchup, Nick Pivetta against Chris Sale. Sale pitching against his former team. Enjoy your Wednesday, everybody.